Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hi, I'm Partey, player of Atletico Madrid and the Black Stars of Ghana. As we all know now, the situation with the coronavirus is becoming very serious and we have to think of our health. So I advise everyone to stay with the protocols, stay home, be safe, and protect your family and yourself.
Welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, I am your host, Selassie Piawe. So that was Thomas Partey there telling us to stay home and stay safe in these trying times. I'm going to talk to you today about Thomas Partey and Jordan Ayew&John Boye. A whole lot of issues happening in the world of football in these trying times. Spanish La Liga has been suspended indefinitely. The cases in Spain are getting more and more worse. We send them our prayers and wish it improves as the days go by. Today we're going to talk about Jordan Ayew and John Boye. They've been included in Africa's 11 including best African players in Europe so far this season. We're also going to talk about Thomas Partey. We all know I brought you a story last time. Chelsea were the latest club to show interest in Thomas Partey, and I was asking you guys if he should go or not. Now, after all those rumors about clubs being interested in Thomas Partey, Atletico Madrid are looking to increase his release clause to at least 100 million euros. Yes, that's the latest there on Thomas Partey. And Thomas Partey is taken with him. He's going to tell us how his quarantine days were. We all know in Spain, the Real Madrid squad were quarantined for 14 days because the members of the basketball team were tested positive for coronavirus. Because of that, all the Madrid players, Atletico Madrid as well, and all the other teams in Spain were quarantined for 14 days and later asked to go and exercise and prepare for the season if it should continue from home. So Thomas Partey was under quarantine, and he is going to give us how it was to be under quarantine. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I'll advise you to subscribe to the channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. So I'll start off from the place of John Boye and Jordan Ayew. Now, Jordan Ayew, his experience, his run this season has been well documented on this channel. He's doing amazingly well for Crystal Palace. John Boye too, captain of his side, Metz in France. He scored a winning goal in one of their games this season, and he has been a really good leader. Many people were wondering why he was not called up to the Ghana Black Stars squad, but John Boye is showing he's showing here that he is really a great player for Metz and would have been a great addition for the Ghana Black Stars if the qualifiers had gone ahead. Jordan Ayew and John Boye, owing to those splendid performances this season, have been included in Africa's 11 for this season so far. Now, the Ghanaian duo John Boye and Jordan Ayew have been named in the list of 11 best African players in Europe. The list compiled by Sports 365 website looked at African players in the top 5 leagues in Europe. For the second time in less than a month, Crystal Palace won 1-0 thanks to Jordan Ayew. Jordan has been exceptional since the season commenced. After making 28 appearances, the Black Stars asset has chipped in 8 goals, contributing 17 points for Crystal Palace. His compatriot, John Boye, plays for Metz in the French Ligue 1 and is one of the best defenders in the competition. Now, this season, he has been a rock at the back for the club and has earned the applause from pundits for his outstanding display. The squad announced on March 10th, 2020 has a Malian striker from Bilal Touré leads the offensive line in a 4-4-2 system. The under-20 African champion with Mali leads the offensive line. The African team alongside the Nigerian from Lille, Victor Osimhen. There, John Boye and Jordan Ayew representing Ghana in that list. Are you happy about that? I'm excited because they are both Ghanaians and they are representing the country positively on this occasion, and I hope the sky is just a starting point for these guys. I know they can do so much with the right motivation and the right cast in their crew. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on this African 11 that John Boye and Jordan Ayew have been included. And I move on to my next story. It has to do with Atletico Madrid and Thomas Partey. We all know so many clubs have shown interest in Thomas Partey this past few weeks, and it's quite obvious Atletico Madrid would not want to lose such a player, an integral player to their season. They would not want to lose him. Because of that, they have sought to increase the release clause of Thomas Partey to 100 million euros. Yes, Atletico Madrid are looking to extend Thomas Partey's contract through to 2025 and raise his release clause to 100 million euros. As things stand, the Ghana international is tied to the La Liga giant until 2023. Within that agreement is a 50 million euro release clause. That is the asking price. That can be triggered by any suitor in each passing transfer window. Atletico are aware that big spending rivals across Europe will have no problem spending their funds on Thomas Partey, as he is on their radar. Speculation has already suggested that 26-year-old is being monitored by the likes of Arsenal and Manchester United, with Premier League vultures beginning to circle. Those at Wanda Metropolitano are ready to take the decision and action to increase his release clause and extend his contract with Atletico Madrid. Atletico have acknowledged that the details within his current deal have become outdated. Given the progress that has been made, a 50 million tag price is no longer suitable for a player of Thomas Partey's current ability and future potential. Something clearly needs to be done with Diego Simeone, a big fan of the homegrown talent. Now, club management and coaching staff at Atletico are happy with the attitude and performances of Partey and remain confident when it comes to contract discussions. They are aware that prized assets on their books have been followed for many years by domestic foes and leading sides outside of Europe. All parties are open to holding talks, with hope in the Spanish capital that a renewal can soon be announced. So Thomas Partey there, looking forward to a renewal with Atletico de Madrid after suitors are currently looking for him, and hopefully he can fend them off. Atletico Madrid can fend them off and make sure they tie down the Ghanaian. Do you think 100 million pound release clause will ward off a lot of people from Atletico from signing Thomas Partey? 100 million euros, is it enough to ward off a team like Chelsea or Manchester United or Arsenal from buying Thomas Partey? Will that be enough for Atletico Madrid if they want to keep Thomas Partey? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. My final story has to do with Thomas Partey still, and he has narrated his time in quarantine with his teammates during the coronavirus break in Spain. He narrated how things were, and this is what he said. Yes, we received an email saying the games against Osasuna and Valladolid had been postponed, and that was when the La Liga was initially postponed for just 2 match days, and that there was a need to remain professional and try to work from home while the virus situation is resolved. That is what Partey told the Mirror. We were also told what we would be doing during the period, and that the way forward would be to be communicated on the daily basis. We are still in contact, and of course we have the group chats, and the manager is always in touch if he needs to get a message across. But we all know that human life is more important than anything else at this point. Partey's brilliant performances for Atletico Madrid this season has seen him heavily linked with a transfer away from the club. This has led to Atletico looking to secure him in their squad till further notice, and they have upped his release clause to 100 million euros to fend off the suitors. Will that be enough? So that was what Thomas Partey and his teammates were going through in quarantine. They had to be professional, and now they are out of quarantine and into their homes. Stay home, stay safe. Everyone is practicing that. Let's curb down the spread of the virus, and I'm sure we can all get back to our normal lives if it goes down and the spread reduces. So I've been talking to you about the African best 11 that Jordan Ayew and John Boye have been included in. It includes the likes of Sadio Mane, Achraf Hakimi, and so many great players plying their trade in Europe for Africa. Also, Thomas Partey has narrated what he went through in quarantine, and also Atletico Madrid looking to secure his services with an increase in his release clause to 100 million euros from the previous 50 million euros. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day. I'll leave you with a video of the coach of the Black Stars taking on the stay-at-home challenge. Enjoy.
The stay-at-home challenge. Let's see what the coach can do.